Hi, we're the Huge Movie Fanatics, and
And we're freezing.
we are freezing. It's kind of cold
It's
today.
like 50 degrees.
Yeah, so it feels like it's colder than that because we got wind.
And we're sitting here too.
And
When
we're
you're
just-
not moving,
yeah.
that's when you get cold.
Exactly. Anyway, so we are here to do a discussion of the viewing order of Star Wars, because there's
Which-
like 6 ways to do it.
Came up when we actually reviewed the movies. I went over to, because we reviewed all 6. Well,
Yeah.
right.
So-
all 6, and I'm like, anyway, go on.
So I discovered a new way that's supposed to be the definitive way to watch these movies. But you can watch them in release order, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. But then you'll get the people that there's people out there who are like, only watch 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. Let's just forget that ever happened. That was a bad time in our life. And it sucks. There's definitely people out there that are like, just ignore 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But if you watch 4, 5, and 6, and you know that there are 3 movies out there that are going to tell the backstory that is really interesting, you're going to want to see that, and you're going to watch them, and you're going to be disappointed. So I've always said, why don't you just watch them chronologically, which is the way George Lucas wants you to watch them, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
My problem with that is the Force really isn't even explained, is it? Until 4?
Yeah, I mean, they never really fully explain the Force.
Yeah,
you just
but I
see
mean-
these guys doing magic in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but I mean, they explain it enough where you get it. Like, so if you do it that way, if you're just spending like the first 3 movies seeing people just doing shit, and it's like you don't know what they're doing.
Well, they talk about the midichlorians and stuff, and you're like, oh, it's weird magic blood cells, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and see, the other major criticism with that is, like, if you've never watched Star Wars, and you watch 4, 5 it ends on a cliffhanger and a big revelation, which, I mean, we're going to spoil this for you here, but if this hasn't been spoiled for you, that's on you, which is the Luke, I'm your father situation.
What?
What? Oh my god, I can't believe it. So, like, the argument is if you watch it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that revealed the fact that Leia's the sister, all that stuff loses its strength.
Oh yeah. I said that in our review.
And, you did, and like, but there, at the time, I thought there was only really 2 ways to watch this. So now we've sort of covered 3 ways, which is just watch 4, 5, and 6 and forget everything else ever happened. Then there's watch 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
And then 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's any more ways? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Here's the way that it's considered the machete cut. And you're supposed to watch it in this order. Watch episode 4, as God intended. Then watch episode 5 right afterwards. 5 ends on this cliffhanger of, I am your father. So then you're supposed to ignore episode 1, just like that. That was a bad dream, forget it. Watch from the I'm your father, cut to episode 2, and tell the story of the father.
Oh shit.
Watch 2, watch 3. That leaves the surprises intact from episodes 4 and 5, and it just reveals the surprise of Leia a couple of minutes earlier, like if you were to watch this in one
Oh yeah.
long sitting, because you don't know that Leia's the sister until the very last moment of Revenge of the Sith. So
Yeah.
if you watch 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, and then 3 and 6 have like the strong parallel, and with the whole Emperor thing, that's supposed to be the definitive way of watching this franchise. And I gave it a fair bit of thought, and I'm like, that is a really good idea. But I still argue that you're still going to get those people that are like, well, episode 1 is out there, I'm going to want to see episode 1, even though the argument is like...
Episode 1 not included in that at all?
Yeah, episode 1 is not included because the argument is that everything that happens in episode 1 is referenced again in episodes 2, which makes episode 1 a pointless venture. Which is pretty much true. So this is the way that I've thought about viewing it, to sort of keeping in line with the machete cut, but also going in, and you watch them interchangeably. You start with episode 1 and just get introduced to like this 4 plus, like you watch episode 1 first, to showing this to like a kid or whatever.
You icky.
No, kid like
Icky goo.
any kid who watches, and this person argues that this point exactly, which is any person who watches episode 1 under the age of 10 loves Jar Jar Binks. It's people who are over the age of 10 that hate Jar Jar. So if you're introducing this to somebody for the first time and they're over the age of 10, they're going to want to see episode 1. They're probably going to really like it. So watch episode 1 and then follow that back to back with episode 4. The parallels are very apparent, which is both boys going off, following their dreams, ending up with an exploding cylindrical or circular spherical object. And then you have like this talk about that Luke has about his father, and it's Obi-Wan talking about this Jedi who killed the father.
Is this your way of watching it now?
This is how I'm throwing it out there. I'm basically seeing what people are going to have to say.
Is this your? This is
how I would recommend watching it. So watch.
So where are we? 1.
Watch 1, then 4, and then watch 2, which continues the story of the father and whatnot. Then watch 5 with the revelation at the end of it that that I'm the father. Then that will at that point still be a surprise, because there's like you see Dark Anakin a little bit in episode 2, but not really.
Oh yeah.
You only really know it if you know the surprise. If you don't know the surprise, that'll still become a huge surprise, finding out that Vader is Anakin. And then it's just like,
right,
holy shit. So then you'll want to go into 3, which that's the story of what 3 is. And then 3 and 6 are, again, the exact same parallel, following the Emperor's...
so does yours end with 3 and then 6?
Yeah, so it'd be... you watch them in, like, series order.
Oh, so it's just...
So it's 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6.
Oh, okay.
So you like zigzag.
Yeah.
And yeah. So and then I don't know how 7 is going to play into all of this, but
crap.
JJ said that all 6 of the movies are canon. Like it's all 6 of them exist in the 7th story.
Oh,
so
gee, thank you.
So like,
Jar Jar returns.
I have no problem with Jar Jar returning because I think I mentioned this in my review for Jar Jar. I'm not a Jar Jar fan by any means, but I think he's a necessary character because he's from the old storytelling. Like this is
right.
George Lucas's Fool character, which most major epics have, and the Fool creates the circumstances for a lot of the bad things to happen. And in Star Wars, Jar Jar creates the clones, which gives the Emperor his power, his might, to rule the galaxy. So that's why I think Jar Jar is a relevant character. In episode 1, he's not relevant, he's just irritating.
He could be a silent relevant character, though, a mute.
Yeah.
Very much more relevant as a mute. But Matt, I guess, just wanted to throw that
so
out there.
What are your thoughts on the...
Yeah, I see people give this stuff a lot of thought, don't they? I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from, and I guess my problem with the 3 and 6 is just that it's just so similar, seeing those two similar things happening movie after movie, like with the Emperor and stuff.
Knowing the ending of Return of the Jedi, I think you'd just be afraid that Luke is going to fall into it again, because you saw how...
Yeah, I suppose.
Anakin
it's not like it's a remake of...
No, it's not.
Yeah,
like, it's a parallel, but they're
I guess it's
two
not
sides of the coin.
Played very... Yeah, I guess they're different enough. Yeah, I guess having heard Matt's thoughts makes sense to me.
I haven't tried watching the version that I suggest, but I have watched the machete cut that I read about, and it works, but it's still I say that somebody's going to be like, well, we watched 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What happened to episode 1? And then like you're going to have to show that to that person at some point. So I figure like rip it off like a Band-Aid. Start with the Band-Aid, and then show them like the best one right after, which is episode 4. It's not the best one, but it's one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Right afterwards.
Well, it's food for thought for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what are your thoughts? How would you show Star Wars? Think about it as if you're showing it to somebody who's never seen it before and knows
doesn't know anything about Vulcans.
Exactly.
Captain Kirk, nothing.
Yeah. So Yep.
Interesting. A lot of thought goes into this stuff apparently out there, and that's fine. Is that it?
That's it.
Thank you very much for watching.
Give us your thoughts on the Star Wars viewing order.
Yeah, apparently we want to hear your comments, so let me give them to us. Thank you very much.